cold seas are also reeling. And there, another story is unfolding, a story of life exploding and of catastrophe when humans intervene too deeply. If you too are captivated by the mysteries of the ocean, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have not yet subscribed to Nature's Moments, now is the perfect time. 3,000 miles to the north, off the coast of Alaska, where frigid ocean currents carry a colossal payload of nutrients from the deep, an explosion of life is about to begin. And it starts with a tiny fish, the herring. Every spring, billions of herring converge on the shallow waters off Alaska to spawn. They arrive in such staggering density that the sea itself changes color from deep blue to milky white as millions upon millions of eggs are released simultaneously. This is the grandest feast in the ocean, and the invitation has been sent across the entire North Pacific. From above, the waters off Alaska look as though they are boiling. The surface shatters as thousands of bodies lunge upward and plunge down, fighting for food from every direction. Stellar sea lions, the largest sea lion species in the world, with males weighing up to 2,500 pounds, barrel into the herring schools. They rip the shoals apart, swallowing dozens of fish with every dive. Overhead, bald eagles circle. The keenest eyes among all birds of prey spot herring from hundreds of feet in the air. They plummet down, talons slicing the surface, lifting a fish clear in an instant. Hundreds of eagles converge over the same stretch of ocean. Anywhere else on the planet, such a spectacle would be unimaginable. But the most magnificent event does not unfold in the sky, it unfolds beneath the surface. Humpback whales. They have swum more than 3,000 miles from the warm waters of Hawaii and Mexico to arrive here where the abundance of food is enough to replenish months of fasting. And they do not hunt alone. Humpback whales employ a technique that no other species on Earth can replicate: bubble net feeding. A group of 5 to 7 whales swims in a circle beneath the herring school, blowing bubbles from their blowholes to form a cylindrical wall. Herring fear bubbles, they pack tighter and tighter into the center. The ring of bubbles contracts. The fish compress into a dense, shimmering wall of silver. When the fish are packed densely enough, one whale lets out a call, the signal. All of them surge upward together, mouths agape, throat pleats expanding. Each whale engulfs up to a ton of fish and water in a single lunge. No other species on the planet hunts this way. Bubble net feeding is the product of millions of years of evolution, and it demands flawless coordination among individuals weighing dozens of tons. A fully grown humpback whale consumes up to a ton of food per day during the feeding season. They store that energy in Alaska for the return migration more than 3,000 miles south to breed, where they eat almost nothing for months on end. But whales are not the only guests at the cold water banquet. The Atlantic puffin. A small bird with a comically clown-like face, vivid orange feet, and a diving ability that few would ever suspect. Puffins dive to depths of nearly 200 feet, deeper than any other seabird of comparable size. They use their short, stubby wings to fly underwater, chasing herring at astonishing speed. On the surface, puffins look ungainly short legs, tiny wings, a lumbering flight. But beneath the waves, they transform into hunters of startling agility. The puffin's beak is an evolutionary masterpiece. Tiny, backward-facing spines on the roof of the mouth hold fish already caught, while the beak continues to open and catch more. The record: 62 fish carried back to the nest in a single trip. Puffin chicks depend entirely on their parents for 6 weeks. Every flight out to catch fish and back to the nest is a race against time because the Arctic summer is too short and winter is closing in. This bird can live for more than 20 years, but puffin populations are declining. Climate change is warming the ocean, pushing herring farther north, forcing puffins to fly ever greater distances to find food. Many chicks starve before they are old enough to fledge. Cold seas still burst with life. But even the grandest feast has its limits, and humanity crossed that line long ago. Overfishing, 2 words that sound simple, but whose consequences are anything but. 1/3 of global fish stocks have been exploited beyond sustainable levels. Herring, the foundation of the cold water food chain, have been swept clean from many regions. Sea lions go hungry. Eagles lose their prey. Whales must swim farther and farther to find enough food. And when the fish disappear, who fills the void? Out of 1,000 turtle hatchlings that scramble toward the sea, only one survives to adulthood. One in 1,000. That ratio has not changed in 100 million years. That is how nature operates, without mercy, without exception. But that single survivor will live for more than half a century. It will graze on seagrass in the Caribbean, rest within coral reefs in the Indo-Pacific, and migrate through the cold waters where humpback whales feed. The life of a single green sea turtle touches every ecosystem: seagrass, mangroves, coral reefs, the open ocean. Protecting the turtle is not just about protecting one species, it is about protecting every link it connects. The IUCN classifies the green sea turtle as endangered. They are losing nesting beaches to rising seas, losing food as seagrass meadows are destroyed, losing shelter as coral dies. Artificial lights along coastlines disorient hatchlings. They crawl towards street lamps instead of toward the sea. Plastic waste is mistaken for jellyfish, a favorite food, and kills them from the inside. But in places where humans protect the beaches, ban harvesting, and preserve the coral reefs, the turtles come back, populations recover. Eggs are laid in the sand once more. Costa Rica, once a hotspot for the illegal egg trade, has now become one of the most successful conservation stories on Earth. Every nesting season, thousands of female turtles come ashore, one by one, a sight that 50 years ago had all but vanished. The ocean does not demand miracles, it demands restraint. And perhaps that is the hardest lesson humanity has ever had to learn. Not to act, but to stop. Not to control, but to let go. From the smallest blade of seagrass to the 40-ton humpback whale, from the intelligent octopus to the tiny sea otter, every creature holds a thread in the web. Cut one thread, and the web trembles. Cut many, and it collapses. But tie the broken threads back together, and the web restores itself. The ocean has proven this in Peru, in Missoul, in French Polynesia. Everywhere that humans gave it a chance, it came back on its own. Life does not need to be created again. It only needs to be allowed. Light pierces the shallow water. A patch of rock suddenly shifts, changing color from dull gray-brown to coral pink. Nothing here is what it appears to be, and perhaps that is precisely what makes the ocean the most extraordinary world that Earth possesses. We have set foot on the moon. We have sent robots to Mars, but we have explored less than 5% of our own planet's ocean floor. And perhaps it is that very mystery, those secrets that the ocean still keeps, that deserves to be protected most of all. Thank you for joining us on Nature's Moments. The ocean still holds countless stories waiting to be told. If you have not yet subscribed, now is the perfect time. We will see you on the next expedition.